Happy Tuesday. Welcome to DuPont Registry Tampa Bay's DuPont Cast. I always think about making that an easier thing to say, but it is kind of fun to say DuPont Cast. So this afternoon, I'm so pleased to welcome Laura Warren and Annie McKinnon from the Junior League of Tampa. We're going to be talking about what they do with the Junior League and also their upcoming holiday gift market. So for those of you that know me well, or my sisters who love to give me a hard time about this, it is time to go Christmas shopping. I know it's not Halloween yet, but it is time to do your holiday shopping. So we'll have lots of information about that coming up for you. And let's get started. So why don't you each just tell us a little bit about what your involvement is with the Junior League and how long you've been involved?
I'm Annie McKinnon, and I have been part of the Junior League of Tampa since 2016. And it's been a whirlwind experience since then. I've kind of just went head first, and now I this year get to co-chair our holiday gift market with Laura, which has been a whole new eye-opening experience when it comes to leadership and getting involved in our community.
Yeah. And I'm Laura Warren, and I have been in the league a little bit longer. I think this is my 7th year as an active member. So I've done everything from the membership side to actually working on our community projects in the area. Did a lot with Heart Gallery a few years ago. And then now, and I've been on Holiday Gift Market Committee before, and then now kind of doing the co-chair role with Annie this year. So we're basically in charge of the Junior League of Tampa's largest fundraiser, which is Holiday Gift Market. Good for you. So it's kind of a beast that we're taking on, but it's been really rewarding and, an eye-opening experience. And that's a big part of the Junior League of Tampa is, developing the potential of women and leadership skills, as well as being active in our community and doing all these community projects and programs that we wouldn't necessarily have access to be able to volunteer at and do at if we weren't a member of the Junior League of Tampa. So being able to have all of these different sides and raise the money that goes towards these projects has been really fulfilling this year.
Yeah, magic. I checked my mailbox upstairs today, which I never do because there's never anything good in it. And my paycheck's on my desk, so I don't need that. It's another thing from Spectrum, which I'm not in charge of. But the Sandspur was in there, and I don't know if it was just there. It's relatively new, right? Like it hasn't been sitting there a long time, I don't think.
No, they just issued the new issue out or whatever.
It's awesome. So I was looking at it, and some other people were in my office, and I was like, look at how good this is, and all these great articles, and really gives people a sense of what you do. But since everyone's not reading that right now, can you give some background? I really enjoyed the article about food insecurity and what you all are doing as volunteers to get out there and help.
Mm-hmm. Do you want to talk?
I apparently am not talking in my mic. Thanks, Danny.
Yes, so we actually have a few projects that we deal with food and the community. So we have our project Food for Kids that we pair up with Feeding Tampa Bay. And this year we've kind of revamped it a little bit, and we're actually helping stock food banks now for the community. And our first year, members that they're still in their provisional year, they actually take on the project of Kids in the Kitchen, where they work with a few of our community partners with underprivileged kids, and they go to each area and kind of teach them healthy choices and different things that they can be doing when they're shopping. The problem is that a lot of these areas that we're going to are in what they're considered food deserts, so they are more than a mile away from like a local grocery store. So most of these families and these kids are purchasing food from the convenience store, from the gas station around the corner. So they're really at a loss of what they can do. However, if we can teach them, it's like, can you go for the milk instead of going for the soda? If you like, you can grab the banana. You don't have to go for the Reese's. It's like just being like cognizant of like what they can do and the reasons why they want to be healthy. Like we always try to like pair up with, some of our local sports athletes to have them come in. It gets the kids really excited, and like they can kind of push like, yes, you want to do these healthy choices. And we understand that that they won't always have the means to do it, but we also find like areas of where they can kind of like helpful save money, and it's like what they can do. It's like if they are able to take the bus to a different location.
That's so great. I think it's always really a special thing about Tampa, how much our athletes are willing to participate. I know that so often at so many events, I never hear that it's a problem getting someone to come from one of our great teams and use their fame and their good fortune to help people understand and get a little more excited. I mean, definitely a kid wants to hear that from a celebrity much more than a teacher or a parent. Not that teachers aren't celebrities, so I might get in trouble for that. I know I have some celebrity teachers. I do. How can members of the community help you with those kinds of things? Is there a food drive that people are made aware of, or you all do it all yourself?
At this current moment, the projects that we're dealing with, we do internally, so we sign up internally. However, we do pair with, when we pair up with the community projects, they will have other volunteers on their end. So I think if you can just visit some of the local websites and see what's available, what's going on, you can always sign up for Feeding Tampa Bay. If you go to their website, they'll have other things. It's like with our holiday gift market, we're pairing up with the Humane Society. I know if you go to their website, they have ways of helping out the community as well.
Great. So if we have people following your social media, which will help you share today, then people can get a good idea about that.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And Laura, since you've been doing it a little bit longer, what's been your favorite project that you've worked on besides the holiday gift market?
Oh, that's hard because Holiday Gift Market is near and dear to my heart.
There has to be one before you got roped into that.
Well, I was a part of our Community Action Committee, which was really great because we were able to be a part of different community partners because that's kind of our one in a day things, and people apply as grants, different community, Sylvia Thomas House applied, and Big Brothers Big Sisters, and so it's kind of where they need some funds that we're able to give as a grant as well as volunteers. And so they have projects we built a community garden, and we did a carnival festival for foster children one day. And it's amazing. A lot of our other projects, they're kind of we have a specific partner that we work with throughout the year, and we do different events with them, whereas this particular committee, I was able to kind of touch point all different kind of areas of, and they all focus on the children's education and children's welfare, which is near and dear to everybody's heart. And it's, being able to see a foster kid having a birthday party when they've never had a birthday party before, that's just, it goes right to the heartstrings.
Yes, things you'll never forget, and neither will they.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about shopping, my favorite subject. I finally found someone to come on and talk about shopping. This is great. I know the sheer volume. Recently someone asked why I was working on a particular committee, and I was like, oof, because I've organized Festival of Trees at the Long Center more than once, more than twice, more than 3 times, and I think the 4th time's when I lost it. But it's almost... no matter how many people, whether you have 10 people coming or 10,000 people coming, you have to have access, you have to have vendors. So tell me about how the planning looks when you get started. And I know you've been doing it for how long at the fairgrounds? We've been there at least 5 or 6 years. We've been at the fairgrounds. So we started out actually, at our holiday gift market. Officially started out at our headquarters, and it was yes,
kind of
I had a table there.
Yes.
That was before I was even married. Oh yeah, I had that. I practiced my table. I set it up in my apartment, and my mom came over to say it looked good. Yeah. And then we moved it over. So awesome.
Yeah. So we went from that 16 years ago to this is our 16th year.
Okay, right? Because that was I've been married 16 years this week.
This
so
makes
yep,
sense.
that's there.
So we're now at the fairgrounds, and you have a full merchant booth set up. We're very professional. So it's a process to set it up. Absolutely. We have a committee of about 30 volunteers in the junior league.
How do you even keep track of that many people?
It's been actually really rewarding, and lots of group texts. We have multiple group texts all the time. And we meet, once a month, and we talk about different things. And we're all volunteers, so all dedicating time to put this together. And really, to raise more money for the Junior League of Tampa is the purpose and the reason we do it. Everyone, wants to talk about the amazing shopping and that it's kind of like a one-stop shop, but the purpose of it is to raise the funds, and so that's the reason why we're a part of it. But yeah, it's been lots of just organizing from the very beginning, meetings with the fairgrounds, setting things up, making sure there's food there, drinks, beverages, air conditioning's on.
Parking.
Parking, yes.
Yeah. We've actually been in our role. Technically, this is our second year. So our first year, we followed the chairs from last year.
Brilliant
to
idea.
Kind of get our bearings around and everything like that. But we've been working hard with the fairgrounds to make sure that we have everything in order, how our layout was going to be. We have a convention services company that we work with, and they've been amazing. And now, for the past few months is when we really get into the details of all of our different special events that we try to do. So we are bringing back the Princess Breakfast this year. We also have a PJs and Pancakes. We're really excited to have our market on over Veterans Day weekend again. So we're going to have a Veterans Engagement area on Friday. And then we also have a Women's Entrepreneurship Incubator that we're doing on Sunday. Because with our holiday gift market, we also have a what we call our YEP program, which is our Young Entrepreneurship Program, where we select one female entrepreneur in the area between the ages of 21 and 40 that is the sole owner of their company, and we pair it with our sponsor, Valley Bank, and they kind of do a mentorship. And this year, they also get a grant with a family foundation.
And then they have a booth at Holiday Gift Market to promote themselves. Well, we had so many amazing applicants this year that we realized there is so many other women entrepreneurs in the Tampa Bay community that we would like to give them some type of focus. So on Sunday, we're going to have like little pop-up shops. So we have about 5 little pop-up shops that they'll only be there on Sunday, and our incubator area.
Shoot, I've switched from going Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So am I going to have to go the whole weekend maybe to see everything?
Yes, we'd love for
I might need help
everyone to come the whole
prioritizing
weekend.
that. So let's talk about parking, tickets, and scheduling. And then that will help you get as many people out shopping and supporting the Junior League as possible. We start on Thursday.
We start on Thursday with our preview party. So
That's Thursday the 7th. So it's a week from Halloween.
Correct.
Next Thursday.
Yeah. So we have our VIP that starts at 6 o'clock. So from 6 to 7, you have free access to the market before anybody else does with the VIP. And then there's kind of food and bars, and it's kind of a nice little evening as well. And then at 7 o'clock, general admission preview party comes in as well. So the VIP ticket is $70, and then the general admission is $40. And so you have kind of first access that night. It's kind of a special event.
I'm feeling it.
That has a special ticket. And then Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, it's a $10 ticket. You can get that on our on Eventbrite, actually, is where we're selling them, and they're $10 general admission. And we will be offering senior discounts as well as veterans discounts since it's Veterans Weekend. So those are $7, but you have to purchase those at the ticket booth.
Okay.
We'll just see your military ID or see your over 65 and give you that discount as well. So Friday, our hours are 9 to 4, Saturday 9 to 6, and Sunday 9 to 4.
She did that without notes, by the way. She knows. She really knows how long you have to be there, and then you're adding 2 hours before and 2 hours after that you have to be there, right? I'm having so many fond memories right now, and missing some friends. Thinking how when I lived in South Tampa, because I live over here now, what a big deal it was to get together and go. But do you still have the part? It was sort of in the middle that was Junior League stuff, like cookbooks and.
We do. Yes. So
sometimes people used to make food from the cookbooks and put it out.
That's correct.
Still?
Still.
Bunko Jumble?
I'm not sure if they change it up every year and pick different recipes that they do samples of.
Do you know what Bunko Jumble is?
Yes,
okay,
of course.
Just making sure. Just making sure. I might still make it. So many great recipes in those cookbooks. They're amazing. Go just for that.
Gifts, and yeah, I cook out of them all the time, and I've given them as multiple gifts, and they're always like a great crowd pleaser. But we actually have 2 Junior League booths now because we've expanded. We're now in both the Expo Hall and the Entertainment Hall, and we have 200 merchants that are going to be there. So in the Expo Hall, we have our Marketplace booth, which has like Junior League items, and also items that kind of connect back to our projects. Like there may be like an apron that connects to Kids in the Kitchen or something like that, like really cute little gifts. And then also our presenting sponsor Publix has a center booth as well. So they'll be giving out different samples and promoting as well, because our holiday gift market is presented by Publix.
I love Publix so much. I'm needle pointing something with Publix on it, which is technically illegal because it's trademarked, but it's homemade, so you can't really. I already got in trouble for it once, but I know the the people, it's fine.
And then our cookbook will be in the entertainment hall. We'll have a cookbook booth. So they'll be selling the cookbooks and doing samples for the whole weekend as well.
I could eat like all my meals there too. This is sounding better and better every minute.
Yeah.
What about parking? Where's the main point of entry that you're supposed to use? Because I have a feeling I don't do that.
So you're supposed to enter at the 301 entrance of the fairgrounds.
Okay, 301, ladies, getting ready to
yes.
shop.
And parking is run by the fairgrounds, so that's not junior league, and it is $8 a car.
Thank goodness. Imagine if you had to figure that out.
And it's cash or credit. In the past, it's been cash only for parking, but now they have credit.
They're
debit.
swiping. They got
can
it.
do it all.
Yeah,
so,
good idea.
Yeah. So
Hate cash only. I'm really like, you're just trying to catch me. You're just trying to like prove to my kids that I'm not prepared.
Well,
just
whenever
have a
I take the
swiper,
cash
please.
out, it just like goes out of my wallet faster.
Yeah, I find cash sometimes, and I'm like, this can't be mine. I wonder who it belongs to. Okay, I have a couple really funny things. One is I was going to be speaking, which despite the fact that I'm sitting here and everyone knows I'm very talkative, like a public speaking thing is a little more for me, like a little like, oof. And I had an event I was going to that night for someone who was retiring, and it was like a nice size party, maybe 100 people, but they're like, oh, you need to do a roast. And I was so worried about my roast that I didn't worry about what to wear. And so I went to the fairgrounds and there was this company called Yatra. I'm now friends with them. They're not coming to Florida this year, but I bought this beautiful long white tunic in like this time of year, November, and white jeans. And I had so much fun shopping that I had to go home and I just had wet hair and like a bun and big earrings and a tunic and white jeans to go do this big, really important thing to honor this really important person. Because I was shopping for too long and I didn't like think about getting ready, but I did get a fabulous outfit right here at the fairgrounds. Who would have thought? And everyone's like, "Where did you get that?" And I'm like, "At the fairgrounds for the junior league." So, what is there a vendor that you were really seeking out that you had to convince, or that you booked really early to make sure that they would be there? That you think people will be like, where's the big line going to be for people to purchase?
Well, the good thing is that we're actually alternating entrances every 30 minutes, so you will be entering on both sides. Therefore, it helps alleviate the traffic.
I feel like you guys should take over the airport. I think you've really got this figured out.
We have it
Yeah,
going.
exactly. Do you have orange vests and those lighted sticks? You might
We
need
can make
them.
it happen. Yes, so we're actually really excited that some of our fun local merchants that always come back are back with us, and then we also have some new merchants. I mean, a couple of my favorites, they're not clothing, but Baker & Company, I'm always a huge fan of all the items that she has. She has very cool rustic, like home decor. Like I'm into that whole Chip and Joanna, like rustic chic thing right
Awesome.
now. So I go crazy with that, and it's great because we also have a bag check. So if you buy too many things and you need to store them while you're still shopping, we can go ahead and store them for you, and then we can also help them bring it to your car, because with this being a volunteer organization, we have plenty of volunteers that can help you load up and
See,
load
those are the days where I miss a stroller, because you can get the kid out and just load up the stroller with stuff. Danny, pay attention to
And
that. You
stroll-
might need
Strollers
strollers
are
for
allowed.
shopping.
Yes. Yes.
You can just leave the child at home even and just bring the stroller.
Yes, and we're happy to have 7th Avenue Apothecary back with us, which is always a great local merchant. We have the Pink Palm, who's actually also one of our sponsors this year. They're going to be there with a booth.
Sarah Cat, she's a doll.
Yes, and then I mean you can get your game day gear with like Stuart Simmons. Like it's really a one-stop shop. And we also have a succulents person this year. So
Oh, that's really cool.
yeah, we're trying to like dabble and like make sure that we have a nice diverse plate for everyone.
There's like food options, gourmet. Annie and I kind of like giving food as gifts, so you'll see a lot of food. All different kinds. Like there's olive oil, like Joe and Sons olive oil is coming back. We have a Casa Truffle. They do this amazing like white truffle oil, which is really great. And then we also have like the children's boutique. There's, the women's fashion, the men's. We also have things for pets this year. We have like dog collars, C4 belts, I think is what it's called.
Mm-hmm.
So there's like a good mix of our old, traditional vendors that come every year, as well as a lot of new vendors that we're excited about.
Okay, and what about when we were talking when y'all first got here, like the infomercial person, like who's going to have the microphone that's selling something that you never knew you needed, but you need to buy 10?
Well, we don't allow the headsets anymore, so
I mean, I
We
can
had to
sort of
limit it
understand
somewhere.
why, but it was they build a lot of excitement, like at Costco, where you're like venturing to buy something that you don't need just because the person's yelling at
we
you.
do have a couple like home cleaning items and things like
Oh,
that.
I got a jewelry thing once too that was like a shaker
They're
bottle.
They're going to be there. Mhm.
Oh, I'm gonna need that.
Yes.
And I will say the line that is always one of the biggest lines, and especially last year, and you see everyone carrying it around, is Alabama sweet tea. They have this amazing tea. They actually have at the Magnolia in
At Waco.
yes, in Waco. Speaking of Joanna and Chris.
Speaking of our own expert
Yes.
here.
They have kind of a stand there that they promote, and they have this great like sweet tea and unsweet tea, as well as a special like holiday tea, and they give it in these big mason jars, and so people go there first, they get their big thing of tea, and then they kind of walk around market. You will see mason jars full of tea everywhere.
This is what I love about it.
Yeah.
Next week, I'm going to the Atlanta gift market, to the Cash and Carry show, which you should go there on your vacation from this. It's just total chaos. It's all the showrooms have deeply discounted stuff, but you have to pretty much be willing to take it home with you or pay different shipping than you would if you were really buying wholesale. But I did get a black Christmas tree there, and I did like wrestle it from someone. So I feel like there won't be any of that. The
No.
fairgrounds is a much nicer place, and people will be
you know,
trying to
right.
be decent to each
We
other.
want everyone to be in the holiday spirit,
Yes.
kindness, and
And what about music and entertainment? Are there things going on? Are there kids dancing, or there's just overhead sound?
So our radio sponsor this year is iHeartRadio.
Oh, great. We love them.
Yep. And so they'll be kind of streaming in the background for everyone. And then on preview party night, we will have Phase 5 band will be there as part of kind of that special entertainment. And then Santa Claus will be there as well. We have
See,
special
that's where my
times.
sisters really get mad at me. Like, I asked them for a list of groceries for Christmas in a Google document, and they were like, we can't open this. You're out of your mind. And I'm like, it is coming so fast. But take your Halloween costume and put it away and get ready to go see Santa at the holiday gift market. I like it.
Yeah, so he'll be there Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and then it's $15 per photo with Santa, which, is pretty reasonable if you're considering, going to the mall. You can just come, do shopping, and then you can get a photo with Santa.
Absolutely. Can everyone hear that we have the squeakiest item going through our front hall here? I think it's a humidifier, which is an interesting thing. Yeah, we have a lot of fun things happen here at DuPont Registry in the headquarters. We don't always know what's happening, but it happens. And we also sometimes have other things that happen with the elevator, like it has a scary guy in it, and so you get in, and this guy is next to you. He's been moved to the front hall. You might have seen him when you came in. He's like that creepy. You can kind of see his reflection. Yeah. Well, sometimes they put that in the elevator, or they hang something. And so if you're carrying a ton of stuff and you want to take the elevator instead of the stairs, you just go in there and get scared. Okay, way off topic, but now it's quiet, so we can go back to talking about shopping. What else, ladies? What do you need to share?
So we're pairing with the Humane Society. So also on Saturday, we're going to have a special event called Paws and Popsicles, where the Humane Society is bringing some of their adoptables there, and we'll have an area
Now I'm
where-
going to come home with a dog too.
where you can play with dogs and cats. We'll have a little cat house, and
we have a cat.
and we have whatever pops and bowls that's donating to the cause, and with your $15 ticket, which also gets you in, it will also give you a free popsicle. That's the upgraded price. I apologize. It's $20 online, but that includes your admission into market. So it's kind of a little deal if you buy it online ahead of time.
Okay, so let's talk about that. Like, say it at least 3 times, where to go to get your tickets.
You can find our tickets directly on the Eventbrite site, or you can visit our website at jltampa.org/HGM.
Okay, so I would say the easier thing is to, if you're not writing it down, which we're not writing it down, but we're going to write it down for you when Danny posts this. Go to Eventbrite, search Junior League Tampa Holiday Gift Market.
Just search Holiday Gift Market and it will come up.
There's no other holiday gift markets yet. You guys are so
That's not specifically titled Holiday Gift Market.
great.
Yes.
But if you type in Junior League of Tampa, it comes up as well. So just Junior League of Tampa. It'll pop up.
And I just want to go one more time back to how many volunteers does it take overall to pull it off? So you've got the 30 that you mentioned that are on your committee.
Our steering. Mm-hmm.
But then about the weekend, people that will be in a colored T-shirt that you can look for help or no directions, bag check.
We probably have about 500 to 700 volunteers
Ladies.
throughout the weekend, because we our membership is about 2,000 or so in the our Tampa Bay chapter, and so that we rotate shifts. So our general members, even if they're not on holiday gift market committee, they come and do shifts, and they are greeters and handing out maps and helping with directionals, and they help our merchants load in, and load out. And
I feel like they were always really nice about coming by to see if you needed a bathroom break that they could cover for you if you need something to eat or drink, which is awesome and definitely makes people want to do it. A nicer experience for sure.
Absolutely. Well, and that's important, especially if you're a merchant that's just you and you're from 9 to 4. Sometimes you have to use the restroom.
Yeah. 4 days long. 3.5. 3 in a really fun evening party. And I think I know from Lindsay that there's some lounge areas. Is that just on Thursday night?
So Thursday night, we'll have special lounge area from Vivant, Event Furniture. And then Publix, actually, another amazing thing that our sponsor is doing this year is they are doing a chill lounge. So there'll be an area that will have light up chill lounge furniture for the whole time. So if you need a break from shopping, you can go and sit there for a little while, relax. We'll also have our fan cave, especially for Saturday and Sunday, which will have all of the sports games on. I may or may not be in there during the Gator game on Saturday. And then we also have our Parents Nook area. So if you have a child that needs a diaper change or something, or nursing, there's a special area for that as well. And is that all of the lounges?
I believe those are all of the lounges. We do have little pockets where we'll have sitting areas for for our shoppers to just kind of take a little breather. We have decor throughout. So we have our cocktails for our cause event where you can grab a mimosa or one of our specialty cocktails. So we'll definitely have high tops where you can easily set down your drink in order to take a breather and just have some fun. I mean, you're going to spend all day.
Pinellas County people who are watching, let's carpool. We could meet right here at DuPont Registry and all go over together. I did want to say, well, first of all, thank you. Thank you so much for coming and sharing with us. It really does get people in the holiday spirit, and it's so important for people to know what the Junior League does in our community. And we will be sharing that on our Facebook page for everyone to see. Here at DuPont Registry Tampa Bay, we are waiting. We are closing our ads right now, and we did do a really awesome holiday gift guide. We did it by neighborhood, so there'll be a lot to see in some unique places, Gulfport being one of them. We all love Gulfport because it makes us feel artsy and cool to go to Gulfport when we live in Clearwater. There's some good stuff in Clearwater too, but anyway, we are looking forward to that being out in mailboxes, and we thank you all so much for joining us today.
Thank you.